All right, with all of this enormous knowledge under your belt, we're going to try to march. We've got just a walking combination here. Look at measure 1, measure 2. How many steps forward? How many steps back? 4. Don't look at your paper. Put it down. Ready? 6 and 7 and go. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a goodbye. You wanted to keep coming. Do it once more. 7 and 8 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a back and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Looks like a march to me. Look at measure 3. You're stepping side, hold, and the other foot comes to place. Good. And then what do? You do it again. Good. Now look at measure 4 and try to see quickly what it's doing. Right, the same thing to the other side. And go. And side and close and a side and close. Okay, from the beginning, don't look at your papers. 5 and 6 and ready, go. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a back and a 2 and 3. Salute. And 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and 7 and good. Okay, look at measure 5. You going? Good, exactly. Forward, back, forward. Look at measure 6. What do? Same thing to the other side, exactly. Let me see measures 5 and 6. Ready, 6, 7, go. And a forward, back, forward, hold, and a forward, back, forward, hold. Try from the beginning. Don't look at your paper. 5 and 6 and 7 and go. And a yappa dita yatta dee and a yappa pipa yatta dee and a yatti dee yada da da dum bum yum and bum and a front and a back and a front and hold and a front and a back and a front and hold. Okay. Measure 7. Okay, and check how many feet you do that plie on. Yes, 1. So you're going side, place, side, plie, side. Okay. Now, when you look at measure 7, there's something curious in count 2. You step into the side, okay. Then in count 2, it's a step in place. What happens to your right foot? How come it lifts up? All right. What would you need? You measure 7. What would you need if you were going to keep your right foot on the floor? A circle. You need a hold sign. So you're stepping, then you step in place with your left foot. But your right foot's got to come up. Steps to the side, and then bend on that leg. Okay? Try from measure 5 without looking. I'll go a little slower. 5, 6, ready, and go. And a front, and a back, and a front, and a hold, and a front, and a back. Front, and a hold, and a side, and change, and a side, and bend, and a side, and change, and a side, and bend. From the beginning, ready, and a 5, and a 6, wait, here we go! And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and 7, 8. Together, step, step together, step, bang, and a yumpa, beepa, dee. And a yumpa, beepa, bee. And a yatta, da, dee, dee, yatta, dee, dee, dee. Correctamundo. Okay. If you keep reading your paper like this, you get what I call symbol addiction. And you never want to let it go. It gets so that if you're not, it's like people who can only play the piano if they're looking at the music, right? And it's a bad habit to develop. So as soon as you can, you want to decide what it is and then get rid of it, because this is useless. All that's important is the movement. Once you understand what the movement is, you throw this away. This is garbage then. Okay. All right, look at measure 9. Right, forward and back and bend. Good. Okay, keep going. Good, Rivka. Side. Right. That's it, good. Okay, look at measure 10. When you step to the side the first time, your plie then happens on which foot? Left foot. And then you step to the side and you plie right foot. Okay, try measure 9 and 10 a little on the slow side. 6 and 7 and go, and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a side and change and a side and bend. Once more. 6 and 7 and go, and a 1 and bend, 2 and bend and a side and change and a side and bend. Right. Daniel, make sure when it says step in place, you did your step to the side, get all the way over there. Get your weight over there. Okay? What you don't want to do is you don't want to step to the side and then step to place back where you were. Right? Carry your weight with you so you'll step to the side, then that step in place will be right under where your new place is. Right? Place is always under your center of weight. Okay. Once more, measure 9 and 10. 6, 7, go, and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 5 and 6 and a 7 and 8. Then what happens? Look quick. It repeats. It's the other side, so just do it to the other side. Ready? Go. And a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a side and change and a side plie. All those 4 measures. Faster. 6, 7, and a yappa tita yatta tita yatta tita yatta da. Yappa pipa yatta tita yatta tita yatta da. From the beginning. I want to jump for a moment to measure 13. I want to see if you can sight read that. Just try to go with me. I'm going to count real slowly and just try to sight read it. Ready? 6 and 7, you go. Plie and a tita di. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Try it again. From 13. 6 and 7 and go, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you do it without looking? Okay, see if you can wean yourself from your paper. 5 and 6 and 7, you go, and a 1 plie, and a 2 plie, and it changes foot, and it goes back. 1, 2, 3, dip, forward, forward, plie, up. Okay, when you're trying to get the there's going to be wonderful machinations with this. When you're trying to get your pattern in your head, look at 13 and think leading right, right to plie, then 14 is going left to plie. Left plie. Yeah? Now when you're looking at 15, you've got a level change there that has something to do with style, right? You've got 1 and 2 and 3 plie. 1 and, where am I going? 1 and 2 and down and up. If 15 were 4 steps with dots in them, it'd be much stiffer. It would just be back and 2 and 3 and 4 and right? There's a little style difference there. And as you read more complicated choreography, those little differences are going to give the details of the choreography. So 15, it's important that we get that plie. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6. It gives a little momentum for the forward movement again. Even when you're reading the most basic things, you want to try to read with a sense of dance. I realize it's very hard when you're just reading your first walking combination. But still, when you hear Vladimir Horowitz play You Are My Sunshine and you hear a kid play You Are My Sunshine, the music sounds entirely different. No matter what you read, you want to read it with artistry. You want to read it as a dancer, not as, what is this puzzle I'm doing? Because then it's not a dance. It's something scientific, or I don't know what it is. Okay, so do 13 to 16 with a little bit of pizzazz. Ready? 6, 7, go. Yatta-dee, yappa-dee, leading yatta-dee-da-dee, and a yampa-dee-da-dee, ya-yappa-dee-da-ba. That's it. Good. Okay, let's see if we can go from the beginning. Use your paper if you have to. When you don't need it, don't look at it. Okay, see if we can get through this. Ready? A little louder, please. Okay, go to measure 13. Ready? Forward plie, that's it. And go back and back and back and dip and front and down it. We were all together on the last, right? Looks like a calliope at the end there.